caution at the wind. What the hell is Kyle up to here, Don? What's he doing?
Well, we talked about this, and
Fletcher, full extension on the Orihara moonsault.
Yeah, but it looks like Kyle hurt himself as well. He's down, look, holding his knees and his ankles.
It's a tough landing, you know, even when you're pulling that off yourself and hit your opponent, you're still landing really hard from that top turnbuckle, that top rope. Let's take a look at here and watch the landing on for both these men. That's tough when you land on your feet like that, Don, and it buckles your knees and your ankles.
100%.
Well, you know, Taz and Don, we've seen guys jump off and break ankles.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You
can
definitely get hurt badly.
Right back up top. I don't know if I like this.
Now Fletcher sends to the top, but MJF trying to take himself out of play, but we saw the risks that Fletcher's willing to take, but
MJF's looking like he's on the sidelines, calling timeout. It's not halftime, son. What are you doing?
Well, he needed oxygen after the Will Ospreay match, so this does not surprise me.
MJF's intellect is really unmatched, I think, in professional wrestling right now, and he's showing it, making all the good strategic moves to get out of harm's way.
Drop toe hold. Fletcher crashing into the barricade. And MJF underneath the bottom rope to break the count. Fletcher in even more trouble than before now as MJF digging his teeth into his forehead.
What is wrong with him that he has to take a fan's hat and throw it away?
He's insecure. He's a jerk. He's just got tripped up into the barricade.
He's a psycho.
And I think there's nothing wrong with what he did with that fan other than it put him in a position that he let his opponent get too much rest.
That's a good call, Don. It really is.
Who cares about the fan?
Oh, wait a second. Fletcher just flinging himself at MJF.
Kyle is feeling it.
Now Fletcher in the stands, but now he's got to get MJF back over the rail, back into the ring, because Paul Turner get him the 10 count.
You know, we've been seeing the making of a star right before our eyes with Kyle Fletcher.
You're welcome.
And I was going to say, to Don Callis' credit, as much as I hate to give it to him, he identified what Fletcher possessed. And Fletcher now with a chance to earn a shot at the AEW International Championship. As Fletcher to the top. Drop connects. 1, 2. No! MJF able to kick out.
Well, that was a big elbow drop. You got to credit Max on that kick out. Tough to do that when a guy lands right on your chest like that.
Yeah, that elbow, Ted, you're right, perfectly executed.
That was greatly done by Kyle, by Fletcher for sure. Oof.
MJF down, but not for the count. Fletcher regaining the advantage and gaining the support of the crowd.
Kyle may be enjoying the crowd reaction a little too much.
Yeah, good call.
Shoulder driven into the mat once again by the American champion, MJF.
Well, it's smart by MJF to, again, remember the body part he was working on, and that's that shoulder and that arm, and he zoned in on it, did Max.
MJF, he's been using that sheer drop brainbuster as a finishing technique for the last few weeks, and now Fletcher, though, able to avoid it, and Fletcher.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Oh, Max fought it off again.
Oh, Fletcher, the ankles are crossed by MJF, and then, Fletcher able to escape.
What a great counter, crossing those legs.
A little overzealous right there was Fletcher, and he ate an elbow. Watch the arm.
Oh, no.
Fletcher was holding on to that top rope to keep himself upright, and MJF taking advantage of the exposed limb. But Fletcher rolls through, counters, and pile driver, perhaps powerbomb attempted. Either way, oh, the water wheel dropped by MJF.
That's a lot of whiplash impact right there.
And now the hammerlock
It's dangerous what he's about to do here.
And MJF, DDT, is that going to be it?
Smokes, what a move.
Floats over, 1, 2, oh, Fletcher!
Excellent kick out. Excellent job by Kyle. Because you get dropped on your head while your arm is hammerlocked. You're defenseless.
And we know
What a kick out.
Max doesn't hesitate. He broke Garcia's neck. We all saw it. It makes me nervous seeing him in there with one of my guys.
Especially this close to All in London. MJF perhaps looking to send a message to Will Ospreay that I'm gonna take out your best friend. I'm gonna injure him permanently. And that's gonna weigh on your mind on August 25th.
Max is a master of psychological warfare. There's no doubt about it.
Takes one to no one.
Isn't it amazing that Max is so good in the ring and such a master in the ring, but such a horrible human being?
Who cares? This isn't a church picnic, Shivani.
I know.
He's paid to wrestle and win matches like the rest of them.
I know it's not a church picnic, Don.
He's getting super cocky right here as MJF.
There you go.
Kind of ticking off Kyle a bit.
Wannabe Ospreay, that's not going to go over well with Kyle. He hates hearing that.
See, there you go.
Just spat in the man's face.
Here's the thing, he could have landed a big left hand into an exposed jaw of Kyle Fletcher, but instead chose to try to humiliate Fletcher by spitting in his face. And now Fletcher making him pay for that. Lefts and rights raining all over the body, the head of MJF. And the boot caught off, thumb to the eye by MJF.
Just one step ahead each time is MJF.
MJF trying to take him off his game, but look at that.
Caught him on the side there, but it was enough, maybe. Oh, maybe not.
Well, Fletcher comes back, elbow strike with MJF came back the rolling strike. Back and forth blows the destroyer there by MJF, but Fletcher, what a powerful shot. Well, we are nearing the halfway point of this 30-minute time limit in this AEW American Championship Eliminator match. And remember, the former champion, the inaugural champion, cover here by Fletcher, too. MJF kicking out immediately into the salt of the earth.
Nice transition by MJF into that elbow counter.
He's got him.
Roll up, and MJF breaks free. Fletcher.
Look out.
On the shoulder, MJF long darted face first in that middle turnbuckle.
Snake Eyes Jones right there in that second buckle. Man, that sucks when that happens.
And the point I was going to bring up, though, is that the Bastard Pack does possess the next shot at the AEW International Championship. He was the inaugural All-Atlantic champion with an opportunity to become two-time champion, as it were, in this ever-changing, ever-evolving naming of this title. As Fletcher!
Nicely done.
High boot into the jaw. MJF in position on the rope. Fletcher perhaps thinking superplex here.
Watch this, guys.
Off the tights.
MJF being brought up as
Should
Fletcher.
be over if he hits it.
Fletcher could have been thinking turnbuckle brainbuster, but
Had to do that. Max had to do it to get out of what Kyle was about to do to him.
wait a second. This. You mentioned Daniel Garcia and the damage to his neck.
He broke his neck with this.
That's what he's trying to do here, Don.
No, but Fletcher able to avoid.
Great counter by Fletcher.
And the sunrise attempted. Fletcher. Two. And come on.
Super close.
Paul Turner's hand a hair's breadth away from counting three as Fletcher brings MJF up. Driver! So close. And Don Callis just threw down his headset.
Give MJF a hell of a lot of credit there, guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I agree with you on that, but I would go for a cover right away if I'm Kyle. He's lost in the moment, I think. I mean, I understand the young man what's going on, but you got this guy maybe beat if you go for another cover. Easy saying that sitting here as opposed to being in the ring.
What is Don?
Don Callis just threw the screwdriver to.
The same screwdriver he's used. Kenny Omega knows all about that as well.
Well, Fletcher's got an opportunity to really basically win this match. And
I mean, that screwdriver has turned the tide for Will Ospreay. It's turned the tide for Konosuke Takeshita. Could it turn the tide for Kyle Fletcher here tonight?
is he going to use it?
MJF?
Is he going to use it?
Hit him with it for crying out loud in it. Come on, Kyle.
Oh, my God, Tony, you are sadistic, really. It's a damn screwdriver. He did the right thing.
But it's MJF.
He's a human, damn it.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's a subhuman, and we just saw
bad Yahtzee right there.
The low blow from MJF, and now, as if to add insult to injury, the kangaroo kick.
Oh, boy, Kyle's hit it hard.
Yeah, he whipped his head for sure.
And MJF, now that sheer drop, brainbuster, center of the ring. 2, 3.
The American Champion, MJF.
Well, Kyle Fletcher had an amazing outing here. He was excellent between the ropes, almost won the match. I don't know, man. You kind of look at Don Callis coming out with that screwdriver, kind of screwed things up, pun intended, in my opinion.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher, he was torn on whether to use the screwdriver or not, Tony. And ultimately, the indecision, I think, may have cost Fletcher here tonight.
And I've got to let my emotions carry me away because I wanted to see.
Hold on, wait, it's Will Ospreay here.
No, Ospreay locked in here backstage, and now the road cases are in front of the door. What is going on here?
Who did that?
As Ospreay, he was in that viewing area that was all locked in, and oh no, Paul Turner!
And you're saying a guy like this does not deserve a screwdriver to the head?
Well, I hear you.
MJF needs to be very careful here. I mean, assaulting an official, and now with that Dynamite diamond ring in his hand.
Don Callis is just going nuts at ringside.
As MJF lines him up and drops Kyle Fletcher.
Look, yeah, you saw he dropped him. It's the ring.
Well, that ring has brought MJF a ton of success throughout his career here in AEW. And right there, you saw Fletcher get dropped after a spectacular match. And Ospreay was trapped backstage somehow.
It was a spectacular match. You are right, Taz.
And now MJF not content with the down. Look at this, raining down left hands on the head of Kyle Fletcher.
The blood is on your hands, Ospreay.
Fletcher
It's on your hands.
bloodied.
It's on your hands.
I'm just saying that the blood is on your hands, Ospreay. That's what Max was just saying.
Now, I'm gonna do what you don't have the balls to do, Will.
Now MJF saying, he's going to do what Will Ospreay won't.
I don't know if MJF realizes that Ospreay's not trapped behind that in that room anymore.
That's right. That's right. And you know,
No, he's looking for that Tiger Driver 91.
yes, Ed's good call.
MJF saying that he's going to. Oh, Will Ospreay making it to ringside and making a hasty retreat here out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And Ospreay calling for the ringside physician. And you know, on some level, those words from MJF had to hit home for Ospreay. That Ospreay, I mean,
I can't even believe this. Kyle! Check his neck. Oh my God!
Dr. Michael Sampson obviously checking on Kyle Fletcher. Ospreay very concerned, and look at this. Don Callis seems more content to argue with Will Ospreay than to attend to Kyle Fletcher.
Horrible scene.
Will fans coming up ahead of all.